is that? What is that? What is it? Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Oh, my eyes! My eyes! Ah! Ah!
In a world searching for gaming knowledge comes the man, the myth, a legend in his own mind, Critical. Welcome back, guys and gals. Critical here. Today I'm bringing you an update video for Subsistence. And as you can tell from the intro, there is a new animal in the world that can kill you, can poison you, and are very dangerous if you're not prepared for them. Without further ado, let's have a look at a beehive. The beehives are supposedly kind of rare. According to Coal Games, there's typically 3 on the map during the spring and summer months, and they can be on any tree across the map. This is what they look like from a distance. I just happened to get lucky and see it. So there's what a distance look at them can be. Now, one of the things that you might want to make yourself when you're trying to get honey is insect repellent. It takes rotten meat and a medical tonic. Kind of expensive. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and save the game right now so that I can roll back to this. I want to do some testing on this beehive with you guys. Let's get up close and see what happens. Okay. Nothing, but there is a slight hum in the area. It's not enough to get your attention if you're not going right for that. Let's see if I can harvest the tree without pissing off the bees. Yes, I can. So the bees don't care if I harvest this tree. Okay, so that's a good test. Let's go ahead and save the game again real quick. Okay. When you either use an axe or a pickaxe to harvest the nest. But I want to see something. What happens if I shoot it with a shotgun blast? Oh, they do swarm. Okay, so this is an insect swarm. I'm going to let it happen. I want to see how much damage they do to me. Oh, they infected me? They're going to kill me. Oh my god. Okay, we're going to reload real quick. All right. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, we're back. So don't shoot it with a shotgun blast, that's for sure. Now, to get the honey, you're supposed to walk up to it and you hit it with your axe. 1, 2. Oh my lord, that's going to take a long time. I'm going to run real quick. Yeah, that's going to take too long. Okay, bees are chasing me. How far will they run? Do they have a stamina? They do. You can run the bees off. But my lord. Yeah, an axe isn't the best thing to go after those bees with. So we'll try a pickaxe this time. 2. I think a pickaxe is better. But still, it's going to take a long time. So that insect repellent is actually... Oh, still stung me. Okay, the insect repellent is something that's... Yeah, that's a nasty little swarm. Oh, what if you come back at... Okay, I'm going to reload my save again. Be right back. Alright. Now, this is all for science. Okay, this is my test world. I'm messing around. Let's go ahead and use the insect repellent. Yeah, that's pretty slow. Let's go to the pickaxe. Since the pickaxe swings slower than the axe, this is probably better. So I got 3 honey out of that. Now the bees are still swarming around me, but they're not stinging me. If it was near enough to the water, I'd want to jump into the water and see if the bees would follow. Okay, so the nest is gone. Are the bees gone? You know what, Bear? I'm not in the mood to deal with you. I can't remember exactly. I think that was the tree, but it looks like they're gone now. Come here, come here. I'll give you a shotgun blast. Okay, so that's a beehive. Be very careful around the beehives. They are vicious. Very, very bad. And if you want to get honey, let's look at the honey real quick. Now this is the only food in the game that gives you full value other than like fruits and vegetables when it's not cooked. So it gives you a lot of fruits and vegetables, a good amount of hunger, a little bit of max stam, and a little bit of max health. But I'm going to use this for a recipe. Now that beehive took me several days. I think like 4 or 5 in-game days running around the map doing nothing but trying to find the beehive. And as I said before, it's something that is relatively rare. There's supposedly 3 of them on the map in the right seasons, and they can just be on any tree anywhere. I don't know about the beehive yet. And you can see the new light sticks, the glow sticks. You can take a glow stick. I want to take this glow stick out real quick. And you click on it and you can change the color of the glow stick. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. I like the idea of it. You got to have a lot of, in my case, how I'm going to use them, workbenches to be able to set up mood lighting. This would have been really nice for Christmas. So just a little too late for Christmas instead of just in time for Christmas. Would have helped with people trying to do Christmas trees for the holidays. But, you know, it is something. We'll have to look at that. And then, of course, there's the yellow one, which is probably my favorite. There is a new recipe, honey glazed pork and vegetables, but it uses the frying pan and not the baking pan. And I have not made any of that yet, so we're going to go ahead and make this now. So first things first, we make food. Leaves me 2 honey. I don't know if honey spoils, so I'm just going to store it there. While we're waiting for the food to cook, there are new fish in the game. We have the perch, which is kind of like a slightly upgraded small fish. And this is what it looks, what the values are when it's cooked. It's just a little bit better than the standard small fish. We have crayfish. Don't eat these raw. They can make you sick. And my guess, because it says must be cooked, that more than likely it's going to make you sick. When you bake them, be very careful when you're cooking them. They cook really quickly. 12, 14, 17 hunger. So it's a little bit better than the new perch. These you can only get using fish traps, FYI. We also have the catfish. The catfish is only in the smaller ponds, not in the large lake. And then you have pike. Pike are only in the large lake, not in any of the small ponds. Oh, excuse me. I think these can be caught in almost any body of water, but I caught this one in the large lake, and I thought that was where they could be caught at. There's also a seasonal shift in the fish. I believe the pike are more active in the winter and probably easier to catch in the winter when there other fish are, because this one's a predator, and then the catfish is not as active, not as likely to be caught in the winter because it's quote unquote hibernating, I guess. But I wanted to do a check on what resources we get when we harvest these, when you fillet them. So all these boxes are empty. Let's fillet this one. We get white meat from the bass now, and I got 5 oil. The salmon, are we going to get salmon? Oh, okay, so this one still is salmon, and we get 3 oil. The catfish is probably going to give us white meat with 2 oil. Ooh, I thought catfish would get more. And then white meat and 2 oil. So basically, the big mouth bass is still the big fish in the sea, as it were. Go ahead and grab this meal. This is now, let's see, 90 protein, 90 fruits and vegetables, 90 hunger, and 10 hydration. That's actually pretty good. This is, if I'm not mistaken, it's a little bit better than maybe the fish pie. Yeah, I think it's a little bit better than the fish pie, maybe a little bit better. I'm pretty sure it's better than the rabbit. I think it's like just below the roasted chicken, especially when it comes to the max health and max stamina, but that's not bad. Actually, it looks like a pretty good meal if you know, I have to tell you honestly. Let's go ahead and store the meat. Now, the whitefish meat is just like any other. There's no recipe for it. Yeah, this still uses salmon and not whitefish meat. I think that recipe should be either. Or does that say, it says fish pie. Maybe that should be changed to salmon pie then if it uses salmon meat, now that we have the other. So that you're going to have to cook in here, just like you cook the salmon. So good information. Always, when I do my update videos, this is my my test world. I have a level 10 rabbit down here. Where are you? He's hiding because he knows what's coming. Because I always take the level 10 rabbit when I'm doing these test videos. Just to see if anything's changed, and nothing has changed. It's always that thing that you never know when Cold Games might slip something in, and that was the I'm just gonna, well, no, I'm not gonna go over that. That's actually premium meat. It's only a test world. I never play this one, though. I've been playing it a lot here today because I'm getting ready to do this video. Now, if you want to make that insect repellent, it's 2 rotten meat and 1 tonic. Once again, I think that's kind of an expensive cost because of the fact that tonic is used for all your healing. So, kind of rough. Oh, a rabbit. I need that rabbit. Hold on a second. People always complain in this game, especially newer people, that why doesn't a 9mm kill an animal, you know, the rabbits and chickens? Well, now it does. That splat sounds just horrible, but it renders the carcass useless. There's no meat. You've basically just blown it to bits. You can't do anything with it. You can hold on to it and it'll turn into rot, and that's all. Same thing with the chicken. So if you want to use some kind of ammo on the rabbits and the chickens, it has to be from a bow and arrow if you want to harvest it for either the meat or the cloth. Your weapons will just blow it apart. Yeah, that's what people have been asking for, so you're welcome. Yes. Heat up some stuff. Cold Games has also added ice fishing. Now, with ice fishing, you can cut a hole in the ice. This also means that you can go after stuff in the cave. You can get kelp in the winter because it's, you know, you could be swimming. But there's a further penalty for being wet, especially in hardcore. It was changed to 5.5 degrees colder when it's actually wet out. And I will tell you that ice holes freeze over at night because I already put a hole in the ice. Out here, we're going to go out way out in the middle. Now, currently, you can only use your wood axe to chop at the ice, and it will damage your axe. So you're going to need a new axe if you're doing this. But fishing for doing fishing in the winter is too important, especially like this last season where I actually ran out of healing supplies and I needed fish oil. So to do fishing in the hole in the ice, you just walk up to the hole in the ice. I believe you have to be oh, you don't have to be crouched. Okay. You basically drop your bobber in. You wait a few you're going to get a strike, and then you hit your left mouse button just like normal. Right mouse button to reel it in, and then retrieve it with E or F. Come on. It was so much faster. It's like the fish were constantly... You would think that when you break open, and that's one of the things about ice fishing, fish are more attracted to it because they see the light and they're hungry as it is, so usually they're faster. Here, do I have to crouch? Was that the secret? We're not going to sit here and wait all day for a fish. Okay, well, the fish don't want to bite, but trust me, it works. You can fish. Oh, the bobber just bobbed for a second. Let's give it another second. Come on. Come on. Okay, I'm done. Trust me, it works. Now, you can go fishing or go diving. You just drop in. And I see some kelp down there. It is cold down here. I just got a hit of cold damage. It's -3. Cold Games said that he had adjusted it in the notes that the water is colder now than it used to be. Because it used to be it was actually warmer to get in the water in the winter before it would freeze over than staying outside. But I'm taking hits of cold. You're too cold. You're too cold. So I'm actually, I haven't seen an oyster. Now, let's say you come, you go down to the cave. You might have to chop your way back out. I'm trying to stay in the same area. I don't know if it matters. Huh, I can pop out, and then it instantly jumped me out. But if I go in and I want to get out, just go to the edge, and there's a leap out maneuver that the game will do for you to get you out. Let's go back in one more time. I still want to see if I can see any resources. Are there oysters? I saw sandstone. I could have sworn I saw some kelp. My suggestion is that if you're doing this, it's going to be out of necessity. Something that you absolutely have to have and you can't wait. I'm running out of O2. We better get out real quick before I die. Cool. So ice fishing is available, ice diving, but now I'm wet, so I need to get back home so that I can dry off before I take too much damage. Blueberries, you won't see those in the winter anymore. I think I'm okay. The storm is past, so we'll just stay out here. The blueberries used to be able to, they would spawn in the winter still, no longer. There is a new one. It is, it's a bitter berry. I'm trying to remember the name. Give me a second. Looking at patch notes. I'm not going to read them to you. Rosenhip berries. There's also a new sound for opening up the bags versus opening up a box. Fortunately, both of them are sitting here so you can hear the difference. So that's the normal box. And now there's more of an unzippering / bag noise. Let's run around and see if we can find this new berry. I'm pretty sure we won't see a beehive. Because when I was asking for tips, because it took me a while to find it, the first thing Cold Games told me was, are you in summer? So my guess is spring / summer to get your hands on bees. All right, try to juke him, didn't work. I missed, he ducked. Smart, stupid. Thank you. Oh, I want to see what they're carrying. I want to see if maybe get lucky and hunters can... How? I was mid-air jumping. Come on. That's some very, very, very fine bow aiming on the hunters. Come on. Anybody else want to come? I almost forgot. Claymore. I'm not going there because I know if I get near their base, I'm just going to blow myself up. And I'm out here trying to find berries. Oh, more hunters. More Claymore. Come on, guys. I'm going to pull you away from the base so that... I went to jump and I missed the button. Come here. Whoa. The hunters are on target today. Or did my helmet just break? I wonder if my helmet broke. And they're targeting me right in the head. I put my helmet back on. Yes. Hold on. All right. Come here. Always making me bleed. Ugh. Wish we can make the hunters bleed as much as they make us bleed. I got lucky that time, but typically, every time they shoot you, they make you bleed. Oh, well, I don't have my better armor on because I've got my cold weather stuff. So yeah, messing with the hunters in the winter, not the best, smartest thing in the world. And it looks like it's getting dark. Now, I started this video a little bit later because I really wanted to show you guys the glow sticks, what they look like at night. It looks really cool. We might not find one of those new berries today. One, I've never seen one yet. So I don't know exactly what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for red. They seem to be a very small, almost like a smaller fiber with little red berries on it. Straight fiber, okay. Piggy. At least now we have a recipe for pig meat. And the recipe isn't bad either. It just takes honey and makes it a little expensive. White wolf. Fortunately, I can take him out with a single blast with a level 3 shotty. One thing I've never tried that I wanted to try while I was in this video today. Oh, hold on a second. Before I do something stupid, let's reload my shotty. I've never thrown a Molotov cocktail at an animal before. Oh, I did. He's on fire and he's running at me. That was so cool. Okay, awesome. I'd never wasted a Molotov cocktail on an animal before, but I had to try it. See? It looks like Christmas. Just, it's Christmas after Christmas. It's the after Christmas party. Let's get inside real quick. And then I'm going to change it back to, there's still some more stuff we have to go over, but I'll bring you back once the sun's back up. All right, so I came back out here just to prove that, yes, you can catch a fish in the winter ice fishing. And land the fish, and I got a small fish. And the hole had already closed up, so I had to dig out a new hole again. And my axe is almost... This would be the first time that I actually need to make a new axe. So that is a thing. I'm running along the beach just checking for the new blueberry. Something else you can do in the game now, you can just sit on the ground by hitting the slash key. It's the one underneath your question mark. Now to get up, even if you jump, it doesn't work. You kind of jump and then land back on your butt. You have to hit the slash key again or hit escape so you can stand up and keep moving. Just an FYI in case you decide, oh, here's a new berry. That is much taller than a fiber plant. And a little more difficult to see. That green color kind of blends in, but on the snow, you would be able to see it. But yeah, that's bigger than a fiber plant. Now I know what I'm looking for. If you look out in the distance, see, that's easy. That's fiber. No way I'd confuse it with that other plant. Now that I've actually seen it in game. Leave the white wolf alone. Let's run back toward the house. There were some server updates for people who are doing dedicated servers. There is a free cam for administrators. Does not work on solo, and it only is for the administrator so that they can fly around the map and delete buildings that people have, put stuff in they're not supposed to. There is the ability for the administrator to set out of bounds, as in no build areas. And then there is some updates for the loading of the game and saving of the game for servers, because that's always been an issue with like the poisoning and stuff like that. I think that addresses some of it. One of the other things for everybody is we now have curved glass pieces. So you could make your own dome if you want and lock yourself in from the world domed off. Now, Cold Games made this really well. It connects right to a square, hooks up really well. I was wondering how would you top it, but you don't have to worry about it. It works perfectly. Oh, I just had an idea. Somebody's gonna do it before me because I wonder. Hold on. I've got to try now that the thought hit my head. I've got to try. So let's twist that out. I'm pretty sure you can't do it. But now that you have a dome, no. I was wondering if you could put it upside down. You can make an hourglass. It's just a thought that came into my head while I was like, it's like, hey, I can do an hourglass. That'd be kind of cool. One of the things that Cold Games also took care of, and I've ran into it, especially like underwater with sandstone, is the hit boxes for when you're mining. Trying to get an iron node or a copper node. Sometimes, see? It's a lot. Once you've seen it the first time, it's so much easier to find it in the future. But when you're trying to mine ore, and sometimes you'd hit the ore, but it's like the game didn't register that you'd actually hit the ore. You'll get the sound. Look up. Now I'm seeing them all over the place. You're hitting the ore, and you get the sparks and everything, but it doesn't register that you actually hit it. You're not getting the little wheel isn't moving per se. He's adjusted that, and hopefully that's fixed some of the issues. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at that berry real fast, a new one. 12 fruits and vegetables, 4 hunger, -3 hydration. We'll compare that to a blueberry. I think the blueberry gives positive, I'm sure the blueberry gives a positive hydration, and this berry, since it's bitter, I guess gives a negative. So, it's an available fruit and vegetables, but there's a downside to it. I have to say, I do like the new glow sticks. All the different colors. Look at my base looks like I'm having a disco party in there. Like Subsistence, it's been cyberpunked. All the neon lights. Let me find the blueberries. I do have some. Okay, good. So 13 and 4. Oh, these might be older berries. I don't know if because they were picked before the change, but I'm pretty sure that oh no, strawberries give hydration. And this one is 12 and 4 hunger, but gives -3 hydration. Yeah, so it's a little bit worse, but with a negative hydration to it. And you can't not mix it to make berry juice. You can only still do that to make berry water. You can only do that with blueberries still. Full service here. I try to check everything, at least when I think about it. And then the difference between white meat and salmon meat when it's cooked. The salmon meat is 25, 21, -4. This one is 23, 19, and -4. So they're pretty close. And it looks like salmon's a little bit... Yeah, salmon's a little bit better. In all areas, salmon's just a little bit better except for hydration. And I think fruits and vegetables they're the same. So yeah, the white fish, which is the more common one, is not as good as the salmon per se. But the big mouth bass is the best for getting meat and oil. All right, guys and gals, that has been Update Alpha 55. I hope you guys have enjoyed this content. If you have, drop a like, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.